Hi there, are you ready for another demon story? This is Debbie Delbridge, or Deborah Delbridge, author of Real Stories of Angels, Demons, and the Supernatural. It is an autobiography. These are my experiences. Anyway, this one happened, it was one of the very first ones I have. It may even be the first time I encountered something. I mean, there's been times that you walk into a room and you may sense something, but when you actually see something very distinctive with your eyes, this happened in high school. So I was very involved in my church at that time, which was a conservative evangelical church. I was also very involved. I was a senior in high school. I was also very involved in the high school's theater department. Anyway, we were driving home from a cast party. There was a guy I was giving him a ride home, I think, because, I had a car early and I drove early. So I had a guy in my back seat and a guy in my front seat. The guy in the back seat, they didn't wear seatbelts back then, but he had his head between me and the passenger seat guy, and we were just chatting, and he was talking about Dungeons and Dragons. He was so excited about it, and I was saying that, that's kind of could be a demonic game or whatever, and then he says, oh, but it's great, and he just is going off. Anyway, I'm having this conversation with him, and I'm looking in the rearview mirror to talk to him. All of a sudden, his head turns into a blue dragon head, and it's like emanating light, and I freak out. It's like, so a demon actually, came on his face, and it was shining through his face. I mean, you didn't even see his face. You just saw this blue dragon head. And I swerved because it was like a fork in the road, and almost, I would say almost got in an accident, but there weren't any other cars around. I swerved and did a little spin kind of a thing, and they were freaked out, like, oh, what happened? It's like, oh, there was a fork. I didn't tell the guys that I had seen this blue dragon head. So that's one of the very first experiences I had. At the time, went to a great church. It was a conservative church, evangelical church, but they didn't teach about angels and demons and a lot of the supernatural occurrences. But so I didn't know what to do. I was freaked out. Anyway, so that's one of my stories. Stay tuned for more.